up, beautiful people? It's your girl Anastasia, and welcome back to my channel. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my subscribers. You guys are amazing. If you haven't watched my basic beauty routine part 1 yet, be sure to click this link above so that way you can watch basic beauty first to learn the foundation of how to apply your makeup before starting the basic baddie routine. And give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe so you can join the LS family. With that being said, let's get right into it. Hey guys, congratulations. If you made it to this step, that means you're ready for the basic baddie routine. If you have not watched the basic beauty routine first, be sure to go back because I am starting off with everything already applied from that video. So right now, I'm going to re-highlight my face so that I can contour properly. I will be moving a little fast for this part, but don't worry. When you are actually ready to practice this routine, be sure to stop after the highlight part on the basic beauty video, then come to this part of the basic baddie video for the contour and everything else. But if you are not ready, it's okay. Continue with the basic beauty routine and the steps that follow after the highlight for that video. When starting off contouring, be sure to use 1 or 2 shades darker than your skin tone. You can use concealers, a foundation stick, or a contour cream kit. It's based off your preference. For today, I will be using my black Radiance cream contour kit in the color medium to dark. Using a small contour brush, you want to start at the inner corner of your eyebrow and go down alongside of the highlight on each side of your nose. The highlight is a guide for you to follow when you're starting off contouring. Once that is done, you want to take your brush and go over your nostrils. Make sure you are not connecting them at all. Now you want to take your brush and create a line starting from the top of your cheekbone to the middle of your cheek. And you want to do the same for the other side. Next, you outline your hairline with little dashes using your brush. Typically, I would contour my jawbone, but at this stage, it is not necessary, at least not for me. Now I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend the concealer that's on my nose and forehead. You want to make sure you blend this in very well. You shouldn't be able to tell that you have anything right there. So that's why I'm just patting it in ever so slightly right now. You will have to do this a few times because you will have to blend for your life. When I tell y'all, blending is the key to makeup. It's just blending. It's just you want to look effortless. Next, I would take the beauty blender at my inner eyebrow and blend the contour cream on each side of my nose. If you have a contour brush, you can use that as well. But at the time of making this video, I could not find my nose brush. But hey, the beauty blender still works the same. Now, I'm going to continue to repeat this same step as far as blending because I want to make sure that that product is all the way in my skin and that it's not as noticeable. Also, I'm going to do this to my liking and how I want my nose to look, but you can add on more contour cream to get your nose to the look that you want. You can either add more towards the bridge to thin it out based on your preference. Okay, you guys, now it's time to start baking. Now I'm going to take my black Radiance loose powder using my Real Technique sponge and go under my eye and each side of my nose. You don't have to use too much product for this because you don't want to look ashy towards the end. So that's why I'm just tapping it ever so lightly on here. Make sure when setting your face with the loose powder that you are also adding the powder to the areas where you highlighted your face. For instance, my nose and my forehead. While my face is baking, I'm going to take my Real Technique contour brush and start at my cheek and brush the product up into my hairline. Make sure you are not brushing down because this will cause you to have a beard or a 5 o'clock shadow. No joke. You do not want to look like you have a beard, you guys. Now I'm going to take the brush and brush the product around my perimeter into my hairline. Now everyone's hairline is different, so be sure to follow your exact hairline. You won't need as much product for this step. Now I'm moving on to the other side of my face and making sure I brush that product into my hairline just like I did on the right side. This step can be a little repetitive, but that's okay. You just want to make sure that everything is blended properly, so it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'm just going to speed this part up a little faster. And I ended up using my beauty blender in this next step because I seen something and I just wanted to make sure that I blended properly. Now it's time to move on to the eyes. For my eyes, I will be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette, starting off with the color New Wave. This is one of my favorite palettes to use. I've been trying not to use as much because this palette was a seasonal theme. Now I'm taking my eyeshadow brush and applying the color New Wave on just my eyelids. Since I have already concealed my eyes with the concealer, there is no need for eye primer. It works the same way. Okay, you guys, if you want your colors to be a little more pigment, you can always put concealer on your eyelids before you put the eyeshadow on and blend it in properly if you want the color to pop out even more. But just for this video, I wanted to keep it as simple as I possibly could. So now I'm just going to do the other eye the same way. And you want to work in a circular motion when doing this. And remember to stay on your eyelid. Your eyelid and not your whole eye that includes your eyelid, the crease, the brow. No, just the eyelid, like how you see me do it right now. If you feel like you need to add a little more eyeshadow on, you can. That's what I'm doing right now. When you see me go down and tap, I'm actually just trying to get more eyeshadow to build more product on my eyes. Okay, you guys, I know it's getting a little lengthy, but I wanted to be as very detailed as I possibly could to help you guys if you're starting off doing your makeup as a beginner. So I do apologize, but I just wanted to say that. So now I will be using my Jaclyn Hill JH33 brush to apply the color Realgar from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to be using this brush to brush the color in my crease of my eyes. You will see me go in with this color multiple times because I'm trying to make sure that the color stands out in my crease, and I want to give my eyes some type of definition. I want to differentiate my crease between my eyelid. I'm going to do this for both eyes. If you need to go back and add more product, you can, but just make sure you are getting the crease, which is above your eyelid. You should be able to tell when you close your eye. There will be fine lines above your eyelid, so that way you'll be able to tell where your crease starts. Unless you have hooded eyes, meaning that there's no telling where the crease starts, you have to create your own. Unfortunately, that's the sad part about that. But thank God mine is already there, so I don't have to do that. Since I am repeating the same step, I'm going to move this video a little faster in regards to this part. Now I am going to use my Real Technique Deluxe Crease Brush to blend out any harsh lines that I see. Remember, you guys, the key to this is blending. And blending is everything. Everything. When it comes to your eyes, your face, your neck, you just want to make sure everything is blended properly. Now I will be using my JH33 brush, using the color Fudge from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette on the outside of my eyes as a smoky effect. Be sure to start right where your crease is about to end and go down to the corner of your eye. Be sure to follow the curve of your eye. If you would like to see a more in-depth tutorial on how I do my eyeshadows and my eyebrows, be sure to leave the word eyes in a comment down below so that way I can do that tutorial for you guys. Make sure you guys are doing the same step that you did on the first eye on the second eye. You want them to be identical as much as possible. So be sure to follow the same steps and follow that curve of your eye. When picking out your eye colors, be sure to start your first color with a light color. Then your next color can be a little shade darker than that, and then so on and so on. So it doesn't matter which colors you use, just try to go from light to dark. So I want to be sure that I told you guys that as well. Now I will be using my JH30 brush to blend everything together. As you can see, all the colors are coming together exactly how I want them. So just make sure you're blending both sides correctly and that there aren't any harsh lines. If you do see any harsh lines, all you have to do is go back over with your blending brush to even everything out. So that's not an issue. Using my Real Technique Precise Smudge Brush, I'm going to take the color Adorn from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sub palette and place it in the inner corner of my eyes. You want to start at the top of your inner eye corner and bring it down into your tear ducts. This is one of my favorite things to add on when I do my eyes because it just gives it an extra little something. And you want to make sure you're using something that is going to draw attention to your eyes. So this color does have a little glitter in it. So it can be a little shiny and you can see it more vividly as well. In that same color, I'm going to be using my JH42 brush to highlight my brow bone. Be sure to follow the arch of your brow bone when doing this step. You don't want to put too much on as well. You just need enough to highlight that brow bone. We did conceal that part in the basic beauty routine, so you want to add some type of highlight to your eyebrows. Remember, everyone does their makeup differently, so once you get a hang of doing your makeup, it will become a little more easier to do, but you have to practice at something to get better at it. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to learn how to do your own makeup. Okay, you guys, I started to feel myself towards the end of this video, for real. Like, seriously. If you don't know by now, I love me some false lashes. It just makes everything pop. But today, I will be using my actual lashes instead, since this is an easy, everyday type of look. So, I'm going to be using my Sephora mascara. Mascara can also add a huge difference to your look. As you can see, mascara, no mascara. So it's always good to have some on hand. My eyelashes are long, but they do not curl like I want them to. So after I put the mascara on, I will be using my lash curl to curl my lashes since they are straight. If your lashes are anything like mine, this is always a good tool to have in your beauty drawer. Now it's time to dust this powder off my face with my Real Technique setting brush. You could use a clean beauty blender or a clean feather eye brush if you don't have a setting brush. I like to start off by brushing underneath my eyes, and then I go up to remove the excess powder. Then I do the sides of my nose, and after that, then I remove the powder from the bridge of my nose. Now I am going in with my MAC Technical Eyeliner. Don't be nervous to do this part. It's very easy, you guys. You want to start from the outside and work your way inward. You can apply as much as you want, but remember you don't want it to be too dark, so just apply as much as you need. To bring some color back into my face, I am going to be using my MAC Sweet as Cocoa blush on my cheeks. Remember to smile when doing this part. That's an easy part to remember. I'm not a big blush fan, so I only dab a little on my brush and work the excess along my cheeks. Using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dip Glow Kit, I would take my AB A23 brush and dip it in the bronze powder and apply it along my cheek slightly. Please, whatever you do, try not to be heavy-handed because you will be looking like a glow stick if you do that. I also like to place a little bit on my collarbone and my shoulders in between my chest plate, just so I can have that bronze and glow effect. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I typically do this when I only have on tube tops or halter tops or shoulder tops or just any top that's showing my upper chest area. Now I will be lining my lip in the color Club Hopper by NYX Cosmetics. I am outlining my exact lip. I am not overlining my lips. One, because I already have full lips, so there's no need for me to overline them. But if you do not have full lips, if you would like to do that, that's your preference. I just don't do it because my lips are full, so there's no need for me to do it. For the inner part of my lip, I will be using my Black Radiance True Tone Matte Lipstick in the color Tan. This is definitely my go-to nude lipstick to use. I love this lipstick. You can get this from any type of drugstore, or you can purchase it online or Target. It doesn't matter, but I love this lipstick. Everybody should have this. And it comes in several different colors, every skin tone that you could think of. So now I'm just placing it everywhere in the inner part of my lip. I know you may be thinking, okay, are you going to blend the lip liner in? What are you doing? Don't worry. I'm going to blend everything in. Now I'm going to take my lip brush to blend the two in to give me that ombre type of effect. I brush the inner lip color down into the lip liner so that it can give me a more darker effect, and I'm going to do the same thing for the top as well. You can choose to either wear this lip matte, which is more of a dry type of look, like what it is right now, or you could take some gloss on your lip brush, what I'm about to start doing now, to give it a more glossy type look. So either one is fine. I honestly prefer the gloss when doing nude. If this was a red lip, I definitely would have stayed matte all the way. Clearly, I didn't have enough gloss, so I'm just going back in and adding some more gloss on the bottom lip as well as the top. Once this is done, I'm going to go ahead and spray my Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray to help with my oil control and to give me an overall matte look. Okay, you guys, that concludes my basic baddie tutorial for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed doing this for you. If you want to see a more in-depth tutorial on how I apply my eyeshadow, be sure to comment eyes down below in the comments. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn your bell notifications on to know when I make my next video drop. Until next time, later!